So this video is going to go through this question here on page 197 of your book. So it says, shown below are a series of objects using the dimensions provided. Draw one, the front elevation in the direction of arrow A. So for us, arrow A is pointing towards the right. The plan view in the direction of arrow B, so directly underneath it. And then the end elevation in the direction of arrow C, which is pointing towards the left. Now, just like the previous question, we are going to have to draw part of one view in order to solve another. So we're going to start with the elevation. We're going to realise that we're going to be missing a certain bit of information to help us finish it. So the first thing we'll do is draw three boxes to fit the three views inside. So the width of the elevation is 120 and the height of it is a total of 60. So I'm going to go down about 80 mil from the top of my page. And I'm going to come in about 20 mil then for the bottom right hand corner. So it's 120 wide and it is 60 mil tall. So that box is going to be for my elevation. As always, the plan goes directly underneath it. And I'm going to put about a 20 mil gap between the two views. The depth of the plan is 90 mil. So that box there is going to be for my plan. And then to get my end view, I'm going to go 45 degrees off from the two corners there and there. So for my elevation, looking in the direction of arrow A here, what I know is I can get this L shape here. So I know it's 120 wide, it's 15 tall, and then it goes across all the way until I'm 20 mil in, which is 100 mil, and then straight up the top. After that then, I can see I have a 60 mil distance here for the back of the top step. What I don't know is, because this is sloping inwards, I don't know how wide each of these steps are here. So that's the bit of information I'm going to be missing, and I'm going to need my plan to solve that. So I'll draw what I can for now. So 20 mil in there. And I'm told it is 15 mil up. So each of the steps are 15. So what I can do is I can just mark off the heights of them. And I can take them lightly across. And then that L shape is going to be this part here. And then my 60 mil line going across the back there. And then it goes down. Across down there. So at the moment that's all I can do. I can't get the rest of the width of the steps. So looking again, I know that 60 mil distance there, but I don't know how far across it then goes for this width or this width in steps. So I'm going to need my plan view to help me solve that. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to go into my plan. I'm going to take my width stand that I have. Now, the depth going back for the steps is a total of 90 and it's divided into 30s. I can take them across. And then for the outline of the step, the whole outline is drawn in heavy. And then the sloping surface that goes from 60 to the 20 there, that sloped line goes across like that. And now the key thing I have is the width for my steps. I can now see the top step goes across to this point. So I'll show you in the book what I'm looking at. That line there going across is that line there giving me that width now. This line going across here is going to give me this width here. So I'm using the plan to help me figure out the elevation. Now what I can do is I can take those points up to help me draw the width of the step. So what's happening now is that's going across to there for the width of the top step. It goes down to the next step, which is down, same point below. Now the step is also going to keep going out onto this point here. So I take that across. And for the bottom one, it goes across like that there. And that now helps me complete the plan view. Last thing I'm going to do then is going to draw the end view. So I take my widths across there and take my heights up. And side view is going to go over, up, over, up, over again. And then the outline is going to be taken completely up and across like that. The last thing I'm going to do is just going to draw a few lines here to write in my views. So that's my elevation, that's my plan, and that is my end view. So the key thing I learned from this question here was that I needed my plan to help me solve the rest of the elevation. One of the last thing I should be putting in is my line across here for the step as well. So hopefully that video helps anyone who may have been stuck on that one.